Yes, people, welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, hosted by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And how I start every podcast, and I will continue to start every podcast, is big up to each and every person who supports. Like, we really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please continue to support. Please continue to tell people so we can continue to grow Sarcasm City TV. So we appreciate that a lot. So thank you. It will just be me on this show. JV is out handling business. Obviously, it's Christmas Eve. This is why I'm dressed like this, with the flipping pen jumper, for one. Number two, this is why I got the hat on. So yeah, he's handling business, obviously sorting out presents, etc., etc. On your way into this video, before we even get into it, please make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button on the video, share it across all your socials, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure when you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV, you hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time we go live. Big up everyone who is locked in, as always. Like, we appreciate it. RB says, yes, Flawless, what you're saying. I am good. And obviously, we're going to discuss this Poch news, what it means for Poch, what it means for PSG, what it means for Manchester United, what it means for OLE, etc., etc. Man said, no bucket hat today also. Nah, no bucket hat today. No bucket hat today. And obviously, Christmas, so man had to pull out the Christmas hat, you get what I'm saying? So Christmas Eve today, Christmas Day tomorrow, you're gonna get this attire, you feel me, and have to get in the festive season, nice lineup. So that's how it has to run. But yeah, please make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Share this across all your socials. Let's get as many people in here as possible. Yeah, what I'm saying. Courtney B says, big up, Flawless 100. Big up to you, Courtney. Much appreciated. Like I keep saying, share this. But yes, the title of this video is Pochettino to PSG. Does that ease or increase the pressure? Or should I say that again? Pochettino to PSG. Does that increase or ease the pressure on OLE? So we're going to get into that. We will get into that. And I'll give my thoughts on it. First and foremost, anyone who's watched me on any of these things, any platforms, including this one or anyone else or anywhere else, knows that Pochettino was my first choice. I believe he was the perfect fit for Manchester United. With the team we currently have, with the rest of the quality of the Premier League, I believed it was the perfect fit. It was the perfect marriage. So I was disappointed to see that it looks like he's heading to PSG. On the other hand, on the PSG side of things, I think it's a great move for him personally, because now he's finally at a club where he's expected to win a trophy, and he has the backing and the players to win a trophy. So I'm really interested to see not so much how PSG would do in the French league. How do they do in the Champions League? Because that's a hill they failed to get over. PSG and Poch are kind of in the same in that bracket, where people are doubting PSG in terms of, can they become one of Europe's elite? And certain people are doubting Poch as a top manager, and can he become one of Europe's elite? If he wins the Champions League while he's there, I don't have to say he's there hypothetically for 3 to 4 seasons. Let's say Poch is there for 3 to 4 seasons. If he wins the Champions League in one of those 3 to 4 seasons, that's successful for him. That's very successful. Bear in mind, PSG have been trying to get over the hump. We've seen top European teams be successful domestically, but struggle in Europe. United, before we were successful in Europe in the 90s, struggled in Europe, but even though we was dominating domestically. Then we got over the hump in 99, and then we won it again in 2008. You see Chelsea, Roman Abramovich, this is why he brought Mourinho in. This is why he brought all their managers in. Obviously, he wanted to win trophies in England, but he wanted to win the Champions League. Eventually, Chelsea got over that. We've seen Arsenal do very well in England, but failed to get over the hump. They only reached one final, and I think maybe 2 semi-finals under Wenger. So we've seen this before. Poch now is trying to get PSG over that line, and he has all of the backing to do it. He has he's at the right club to do it. He has the players to do it, and he'll be financially backed. So I'm really interested to see how Poch does at PSG during his reign. That being said, with Poch going to PSG, it doesn't necessarily rule him out of the running for the Manchester United job. It only rules Poch out of the Manchester United job if he does bad at PSG. So say, for instance, he goes to PSG and it goes terribly wrong. They do terrible in Europe. They reach 1 quarter final in his 4 years. All right, say he wins the French league 3 out of the 4 years. That's classed as failure. That rules him out of the running. That being said, if he's successful at PSG and wins French leagues and wins the Champions League and they play good football, etc., and they become regulars if they become regulars in Europe, similar to what Simeone did at Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid might not have won the Champions League, but they've been to one final, 3 or 4 semi-finals. They have become regulars in the Champions League in the last stages. If Poch does that at PSG, that increases his chances of becoming Manchester United job, of getting a Manchester United job. That strengthens his chances. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. I think that makes him a better candidate. That makes his CV even stronger. If he goes to PSG, wins the Champions League, and wins French leagues and French cups, let's not forget, people were talking about Tuchel. People were talking about Tuchel. I think that's how you pronounce his name, being potential candidate for Manchester United. So if Tuchel, who's not won a Champions League there, he's only been to a final and has won French leagues and French cups, is a candidate. If Poch goes there and does a better job than Tuchel, surely that makes him an even better candidate. So this is why at first I was disheartened about it. Like, that was my immediate reaction because, like I said, I believe Poch is the perfect fit. But if he goes there and does well, that enhances his chances because then he would have done well at Southampton, done well at Spurs. Then he's gone to PSG and kicked on to a next level. And like I said, if he goes there and does a better job than Tuchel, we were linked with certain Manchester United fans where Tuchel, he's always one of the strongest favourites to take over from Ole, like top 3, top 5. So if Poch goes there and does a better job, I think it strengthens his CV and it increases him. Here we go. Yeah, have you seen a video of surfacing with Sans, right? Yeah, I don't pay attention to that. When people try and slander my people, I don't pay it no mind, no attention whatsoever. RB says, Poch news made me sad today. It made me sad, but it's not over yet. If he goes there and he is successful, it increases his chances of becoming Manchester United manager. Who would I get to replace Ole now? Allegri. Here's what I would do. You get Allegri in for 2-3 years. Hopefully it goes well for Poch at PSG. Then you go get Poch. Enrique Riviera says, PSG could be a stepping stone for Poch to a bigger club like Madrid. I agree. This is why I'm not totally disheartened. Poch has gone all in here because he could have easily waited for a Manchester United, a Manchester City, a Real Madrid. I don't think he'd go Barcelona, but I use those 3 clubs as an example. He could have waited for those 3 and been in a big job, but he's looking to me like he's using PSG as a stepping stone to put himself in the shop window, and PSG need it. I think, like I've said there, I think if he wins the Champions League there, not only does it elevate Paris Saint-Germain as a club, it elevates Poch as a manager and puts him in that conversation and strengthens and increases his chances of getting a top job. If he wins the Champions League there, he goes to Madrid or United or City. I thoroughly believe that. I'd aim for Nagelsmann or Ten Hag. Ten Hag's a shout. Ten Hag's a shout. Both good shouts. I would not shout anybody down because I look at the quality of this squad and I think any good manager gets a lot out of this squad. Definitely. For everyone who's arriving now, please make sure you hit the like button on the video. Share it across all your socials and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Sarcasm City TV. It is now road to 2,000 subscribers. We are also eligible for super chats as well. So we appreciate, again, you lot helping us hit those targets. We had 2 targets before the new year. Get over 1,500 subscribers and also get eligible for monetization, and we did both those targets, so we appreciate it. Courtney B says, with Ole doing well, your board isn't going to pull the plug. Courtney, first and foremost, who do you support? And secondly, you're right. You're spot on. You are spot on 1,000%. You're spot on with him doing well, and if United continue at this trajectory, we should be in the running for a trophy. RB says, Poch will have money now, so he will win lots. I hope he does well and prove the haters wrong. I agree with you. I think he's financially backed. He's now at a club where he should win things, but he's being backed to win things in the expectation. This answers so many questions. Everyone who's Poching and believe Poch is the guy, including myself, is now going to find out how good he is. And everyone who doesn't believe Poch is good enough, we're going to find out. If Poch flops here at PSG, everybody who didn't want Poch was 100% correct. But if Poch goes here and succeeds, everyone who was Poching like myself was 100% correct. We're going to find out. This is why it's very interesting, and I believe he will be successful there. He has to win a Champions. I can't say he has to win a Champions League. Yes, to put himself in that bracket, he has to win a Champions League. I think that's what solidifies him, is winning the Champions League. And I think he has every chance to do it. I'm not going to say he will, but he has every chance to do it. Not so much this season, because you don't know what players he likes and what players he don't. But in the coming seasons, I can see him being there for the next 3, 4, 5 years. So we'll soon find out. D'Angelo says, I'd go for Nagelsmann if I were United. Allegri is too much of a pragmatic manager, to be honest. I hear that. Every manager has the black marks against him and their negatives, but I hear that with Allegri. My bro Talk says that he doesn't want Allegri because of that very reason. But then my pops will tell me he wants Allegri because he's a winner. Allegri would now be my first choice, and just leave it for 2-3 years, wait for a Poch or Ten Hag, see how they go, or the next up and coming talented manager, and go for them. Because this squad, look at this squad, this United squad. Not only is it a good squad, it's young as well. It's not old. It's not full of 28, 29-year-olds. Like, there's still so much more to get from the squad, especially going forward with the attacking players. United are not that far away. Poch used to play at PSG, so maybe that was another factor. Oh, definitely, of course. I think this is why he would never manage Barcelona, because of his Espanyol links. The same way he never managed Arsenal because of his Spurs links. Iksham says, I would grab Allegri or Ten Hag. I hear that. That seems to be the general consensus. They were two names with Poch that always got mentioned. It was always Poch, Allegri, Ten Hag, Tuchel, Nagelsmann. They're pretty much the 5. 187 Gangster Crip says, Merry Christmas, Flawless. Merry Christmas, Flawless. Merry Christmas to you too. Nathan says, Poch is overrated, can't lie, career loser. No, I wouldn't say that. That's ridiculous. You don't elevate clubs. He's elevated 2 clubs. That's not a career loser. I disagree with that entirely. Mancini is a top manager that goes unnoticed. He's doing wonders for Italy right now. You talk about Mancini that managed City, Roberto Mancini. I hear you. I'd go for Ancelotti in the summer. Ancelotti's a shout, but would he leave Everton? With the project he's got, would leave Everton. With the project he's setting up there. I'm with it. If we got Ancelotti, I'd be over the moon with that. But would Ancelotti leave that project? I don't know. Courtney B says, I'm an Arsenal man. I say it with chest. Okay, big up to you. I was just asking because you're a new name here, so I was just asking that. So, RB, this is a great point. He says here, I'm sure the Bayern manager Flick didn't win anything before, so who's to say Poch won't win trophies at a big club? This is my point. Hansi Flick went to Bayern Munich and hadn't won anything before and won a treble or a quadruple. Yes, it's different because it's Bayern Munich and we know the way they're set up and their structure. Shout out my boy Nuruddin, their structure's on point, but still, he had to go in there and make that happen. Pep, who people class as one of the greatest managers of all time, went to Bayern Munich and failed to win the Champions League. So we have to give Hansi Flick his credit. And on the Poch thing as well, I keep saying this, he's never been at a club where the expectation has been trophies. So he's always overachieved. He overachieved at Southampton. He overachieved at Spurs. Now, the expectation at PSG is trophies. So we're going to find out how good he is. The expectation is trophies. He has to win French League, French Cup. That's being said, the Champions League is where we're going to find out. And I think him winning the Champions League puts him in the manager's elite. What has he done that Brendan... Well, here we go. What has he done that Brendan Rodgers hasn't? And one is a fraud. One's one of the best managers. Here's the thing. I rate Brendan Rodgers, though. So I'm lost, Nathan. I rate Brendan Rodgers. I think Brendan Rodgers is a good manager. But he's not elevated clubs. What club has he elevated? He didn't elevate Liverpool, if I remember correctly at the time. Celtic is Celtic. Who's he elevated? Like, look at what Poch did. Look at the team that Poch inherited at Spurs and what he did. He changed that whole club. 90% of the man weren't there. You know what I'm saying? All them players he signed and brought through, they're his players. Me and Rance did it on the show where we went through the Spurs team he inherited and the way he flipped that around. Brendan Rodgers hasn't built a team like that. He hasn't. So that's the difference between them. And Southampton, who were relegation candidates before he came in, he turned into a legitimate top 7 club. He turned into a top 7, top 8 club. So he's elevated 2 clubs. People talk about, oh, he lost the champion. I say this all the time. People say, oh, he lost the Champions League final. He shouldn't be in a Champions League final. He shouldn't be in a Champions League final. He's went to a Champions League final without spending money in a window. I think it was 2 straight windows. Quality manager, quality operator. And we're going to see it as well. This is my point. He elevates clubs. But because you don't get a trophy for that, people don't see that. You know what I mean? We got too many stat merchants. That's what it is. Like we have stat merchants of players on the pitch. We have stat merchants when it comes to managers or what's he won. Like it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that's a black mark against him. He should have won something at Spurs. I say this all the time. Even though I'm poching, you know what I mean, I rate Poch, he should have won something whilst he was there, a League Cup or FA Cup. That being said, he's elevated every single club he's been at. And I can see him winning the Champions League and that. Nathan says the difference for Hansi Flick is he was assistant to Joachim Low at Germany, and you can now see who was better since he left Low. He hasn't done shit with Germany. Who hasn't done shit with Germany, Low or Flick? I'm confused by that. I'm befuddled by that. My point still stands though. You can't deny Poch's elevate. That's not up for debate. I'm all about opinions. That's not up for debate. He elevated Spurs. He elevated Southampton. That's not up for debate. And not many managers can do that. There isn't many managers that do that. Back to back as well. I don't know of another manager that's done that back to back. Let me know in it. Let me know. Well, back to the question at hand anyway. First and foremost, share. Get the likes up. Let me know how many likes we're on, people. This is the ManDem United podcast. Like I said, you're going to get this every Tuesday, every Thursday, 5 p.m. Even though it's Christmas Eve, you're still going to get it. You're still going to get the show. Next Tuesday is the 29th. You're going to get a show then. And Thursday, New Year's Eve, you'll get a show then as well. You'll get both. We're going to close out the year. We are not stopping. So get them likes up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel also and hit the notification bell. But all right, back to Ole. Does Pochettino leaving increase or ease the pressure on Ole? Let me know in the comments, first and foremost, what you lot think. I'm going to give my thoughts on it. And I think it eases the pressure. When there's a man who's breathing down your neck, who everyone is looking to, everybody was looking at Pochettino. He was on MNF. He was praising the Manchester United players. He was the favorites with the bookies. He was favorites with half the fan base. Now he's gone. It eases the pressure once Ole goes through a bad run. You get what I'm saying in that? Ole going through a bad run, you know there's a man there to take his job. Now he's disappeared until the next Poch pops up. I don't know who that's going to be. I don't know if we're going to unanimously pick the next guy because it was Poch for a long time. Like I said, I was Poch. Pretty much most people I spoke to who wanted Ole out wanted Poch. You know what I'm saying? Like 90% of the people. And that's, like I said, he was shortest with the bookies as well. So now he's gone. It eases the pressure on Ole. Ole's breathed a huge sigh of relief, a massive sigh of relief. Like, all right, now he's gone. There'll be more. Obviously, you got your Allegri's, you got your Ten Hags. But that Pochettino story was heating up, definitely. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Because I'm looking at it like, do the players now slack off? Does Ole slack off now? Does he get comfortable? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he doesn't get comfortable and United's great form continues. But I think this eases the pressure on him massively. But does it ease I wonder how the players look at it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well on this. Can it be a mod flawless? Yeah, Conrad, I need to do that. Yeah, there's a couple other people I need to make mods, but you're here often, so I will make you a mod. Yes, I will do that. Conrad also says, big up flawless. I enjoyed having my Pringles watching AFTV. It was great. It was great. Nathan says, to be honest, for me, Coleman and Pugh did better at Southampton. Koeman got them into Europe and Pugh got them to an EFL Cup final. Okay, they might have done better, but that doesn't take away from Poch doing well. Just say you don't like Poch. Because you've not said there Poch hasn't done well. You said Koeman and Puel's done better. And Koeman's gone to Barcelona and done what? Koeman went to Everton and did what? Point exactly. Where's Puel now? Cedric Ramos says, flawless, my brother, you know, the fact that Poch will go PSG shows the incompetence of our board because Ole will go on a run of bad results and Manchester United will sack him and get who? There'll always be managers. There's still options. Even though I believe Poch was the perfect fit, and I get what you're saying, there's still managers. You still have an Allegri. You still have a Ten Hag. And there'll be another manager will pop up. Someone will go on a run. Now Poch is gone. That space has been vacated. So there'll be a next guy. Courtney B says, Ole can relax now. Poch is gone. He's going to upgrade to an iPad Pro now. That's childish. That's childish. That being said, he has breathed a huge sigh of relief, massive sigh of relief. Now he's gone. But like I said, there'll be a next one. It's going to be very interesting to see who the next Poch is. And when I say the next Poch is the next hot favorite with the bookies and with people who don't believe Ollie's good enough. The numbers have just shot up again. Yeah, me. So we got over 20 people watching now. Please make sure you hit the like button on the video. If we got 20 people watching, we should have 20 likes. Let me know how many likes we have in the comment. If you're watching on my Twitter right now, that's me flawless. Please make sure you retweet and like it. If you're watching on the Sarcasm City Facebook page, please make sure you share it. Also share it to your Instagram, share it to your stories, etc. Take shots and tag me at That's Me Flawless. If you're on the gram and you're watching, please make sure when you take pictures for your story, tag me so I can tag them to my story as well. Because I want to big up the supporters. Love to you lot. Love to you lot. Zahid Khan said, Spawn flawless. Thank you. Thank you. Ollie probably woke up like, yes, no Poch pressure to go play Football Manager, says Conrad. I hear that. I hear what you're saying with that. He has breathed a huge sigh of relief with that. Massive. And I'm going to keep reiterating that. This has eased the pressure on him so much. So much. Like, definitely he has. Here we go. What's the name there? Manoroll says, big up flawless. Where did you get that Christmas sweater from with the fire emoji? My sister got me last year. It's fire still in it. Flipping bang. Yo, take shots. There you go. Wait, I'm going to pose people. Wait. You lot better screenshot that. You get what I'm saying? Better screenshot that. Zahid Khan says, our board will go get Southgate. Nah, they won't get Southgate. Stefani says, Ollie is safe, unfortunately. Another wasteful season with a mediocre coaching staff. I don't think the season's wasted, though. We're going to get onto that in a sec. Before we finish the Poch Ollie thing, we're going to get into that, definitely. Flawless, I'm worried that Ollie thinks Greenwood's a winger. How about you? No, I don't think he's worried. I think he just wants to play him, but he doesn't want to play him through the middle. So rather than play two strikers, because I think we have the team for that, whether you play a 4-4-2 diamond, a 3-5-2, which would be my preferred first formation, you can get two strikers in there. So I'm not worried about it, no. Because I think Greenwood's going to progress regardless. I'm just glad he's playing as much as he's playing. That's what I say about Greenwood. I'm happy. Yo, share it again. Let's get up to 30 people in there. We got over 20 people watching now. Make sure let's get up to 30, so share it. 19 watching, 19 likes. Big up. Let's get to 20 likes also. Appreciate it. Thank you. Mediocre when we're winning games. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not mediocre. We're in a good run of form at this moment in time, and long may it continue. Here we go. Nathan says, Poch has done well for me, but his biggest flaw was that he didn't respect the, quote, lesser trophies like the EFL and FA Cup. He was always talking about trophies will give egos instead of progress. I get what you're saying, and I said that. I said that is the black mark against Poch's. With the Spurs side he should have won a trophy. He should have won an EFL Cup or an FA Cup. That being said, elevating a club is not as good as winning a trophy, but it's equally as impressive to me personally, is what I'm saying. I look at it like, if you can do that with Southampton and Spurs, imagine what you can do with big Manchester United and all the talent and financial backing. This is why I think he'll be successful at PSG. I think he'll win the Champions League. I said just before in this video, now I think about it, yes. I believe if he's there, what I will say is, before you try and clip me up, if he's there 4 or 5 years, he'll win the Champions League. I think he'll win the Champions League in 4 or 5 years. PSG is still in the Champions League. They won 4-0 yesterday, and they still sacked Tuchel because they know he can't win them the Champions League. That is called ambition, something that we lack. I get what you're saying, Cedric Ramos. That's the thing. And I said that about Tuchel. People were talking about him becoming Manchester United manager and being in the running. So if Poch goes there and does a better job and wins the Champions League, it strengthens his case to become Manchester United manager. I'll be even more Poching, even more so. Getting top 4 consistently. I get what you're saying, but that's an achievement. This guy finished 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. That's impressive. With the theme of number 2s becoming managers, do you think Carrick can make it? Yes, but I think he needs to go and be a number 2 or in the coaching staff to someone very experienced. So, for instance, Ancelotti. Like, you have to learn. Experience is key. You know what I'm saying? And Carrick was a great player, but yes. Could he become a manager? Yes, but he's got to learn with someone experienced. Marinol says, I really think the players are going to carry Ollie this season. We may even get a trophy if he gets his team selection right. Yeah, we are United are more in the running. We just beat Everton yesterday into the semi-final of the EFL Cup. obviously still in the the FA Cup's due to start in January, a couple of weeks. I'm not sure when. Europa League. So we got 3 great options there. You know what I'm saying? 3 great options there. Nathan also said, he said winning, it doesn't do anything, but gives you an idea like, okay, now we can progress further. I think he's just saying that because he knows he's at Spurs. He knows he's at Spurs. I'm presuming he said that. He knows they're not built. Their expectation is not trophies. Spurs' expectation is he's not gone in there. He's like, right, if Spurs don't win a trophy, it's catastrophic. It's not like Manchester United or Manchester City or Liverpool. If Liverpool don't win a trophy this season, that's catastrophic. If City don't win a trophy that's this season, I use those two because they're the big two and been the most successful. It's catastrophic. That's the expectation of them clubs. Whereas at Spurs, that's not the case. Enrique says, we will see if Poch is able to handle big egos like Neymar and Mbappe. Yes, this is going to be testing. This is his biggest job. This is his biggest job. This is the most all the questions we have about him are going to be answered at PSG. So no matter if you were Poch in, if you didn't want Poch, if you're Poch in or you're Poch out, all the questions we have are going to be answered at PSG. This is either going to shoot him to the manager elite or this is going to kamikaze his career. One out the two. I don't think there's no middle ground here. You can't just elevate the club and not win anything here. So we're going to find out things of that nature. How do you deal with a Neymar and Mbappe? He's dealing with the best players he's ever dealt with. How does he deal with the transfer market now he has money? That's interesting as well. Stefan says, I judge a manager based on what he can implement, his vision, his training methods, etc. I can't feel nothing with Ole. We played more bad games than good. Half our wins were crap, and that's the problem we have with Ole. The fact he's managed over 100 games and hasn't picked the same 11 twice tells you all you need to know. Ole has one tactic and formation. The results are going with him, so we grudgingly accept the counter-attacking style. When the results dry up, it exposes the poor football. I hear that. I don't even think we was good yesterday. Obviously, I celebrated the win, but I don't think we was that good yesterday. Marinol says, yeah, PSG could do some madness. Look what he did to Dele Alli and Kane. Man's got Neymar and Mbappe and a war chest to get some more results. That's it. I'll say it again. Now he's dealing with the best players, the most talented players he's ever had. Now he has money to spend. Now he has legitimate backing. Now the pressure is on. Now he's expected to win trophies. How does he deal with all these things? I think personally he passes with all flying colors, but we are going to find out in the next 3 to 4 years. Tuchel is going Arsenal, I rate. So I rate, I think. Oh yeah, I rate Poch. So gutted about Poch. Think he's magic, right? Tash trying to set me up there. I get what you're saying. Cedric said, Saeed singing the magic gun, Mauricio Pochettino gun. I seen him before, actually, Saeed. Yeah, he was devastated. I ran into him. I was with him before. He was devastated about it, as was I. Like I said, I was devastated about it. But then when I sat back and thought about it an hour, 2 hours later, I'm like, if he does well there, United can still go get him. It's not like he's at Real Madrid or Barcelona where it's tough to get their managers because they're on a similar path to Manchester United. Well, like I said, we were talking about Tuchel. We can go and take PSG's manager if needs be. If Poch goes there and is successful, we can do that. Definitely, without question. But yeah, man, I'm disappointed about it. What I don't understand as well is the reaction to it from Manchester United fans who were like, oh, you lot who wanted Poch go and support someone else. No, the reason why we wanted Pochettino in, and I can speak for myself personally and my and people in my circle, your Aarons, your Saeeds, etc., is because we believe Poch would be successful at Manchester United and win trophies. We believe he's the best man for the job. So if we want the best man for the job, how is that us not supporting our club? This whole back the manager. We don't believe he's good enough. I don't believe Ole's good enough. 99.9% of the Ole in brigade don't believe Ole's good enough. You ask someone who's Ole in, apart from my little bro ads, shout out ads, make sure you subscribe to GNA TV. He's the only person who said to me, yes, I believe Ole can win the Premier League. Nobody else believes he can win the Premier League. So why do we have a manager in charge who nobody believes? I can't back a manager I don't believe has the ability to win trophies, whether that's the Premier League and or Champions League. So why is he here? Yes, I say this again. The owners are a problem, 1,000%. The board are a problem, 1,000%. Ed Woodward is a problem, 1,000%. That being said, even if we had the best owners in the world, the best board in the world, all the best people in the best position, all the best people for all the positions, the best of the best in the world, I still don't believe he's good enough. This is why I want him gone. Yes, he's on a good run of form now. That's cool. He's on a good run of form now. That's good. Long may it continue. I've said this time and time again. I want to be wrong about Ole. I want everything all the Ole in people say about him to be true, because that means Manchester United is successful. I want us to win the league this season. So everyone who's Ole in can be in the comments while I'm here wave partying because we just won title 21 in 2021 and tell me how wrong I was. So I don't understand that. It's weird on social media with Manchester United fans. I don't get that. You hear me? Poch goals and the first thing you do is attack people who wanted Poch. To me, that makes no type of sense whatsoever. And why does their opinion, because it differs from yours, bother you so much? That's weird. Nobody's opinion bothers me that much that I will get up and tweet about a next man's opinion. We don't all agree. Me, Aaron, and Saeed, etc. and Rance don't all agree on everything. But that wouldn't make me attack them over that. No. We have the conversation, we disagree, we agree, whatever, and we keep it moving. Like, that's that. It's very strange. That's what I would say. Extremely strange. Conrad says, Flawless, I think the squad's good, but if we get a top-class manager, can we challenge for the league? Yes. And this is why I wanted Poch so bad, because I believe with a quality manager in charge, like a Poch, we're top of the league right now. Look at the daft points we've dropped. I look at Arsenal and Chelsea. We got 1 point from 6. Neither one of those teams came to win. That should be 6 from 6. The Crystal Palace game, that's 9. Who else we dropped points against? But 9 points. Add 9 points to our total. Where are we in the league? Add 7 points to our total. Where are we in the league? Add 6. I'm sure with all the mathematics I just did there, we're top of the league or like 1 point off top. Because we got a game in hand and we're 2 points off Liverpool. So if you add 6 points to our total, we're closing in. My maths is terrible, but I know we're closing in. Yeah, man. Manro says 21 people on the chat. Give the man Flawless likes people. Yeah, man. I'm here to provide content for you lot. Also, immediately after this show, I'll be on United Central with my Don Saeed, and he'll be giving his opinions on this. Me and him will be going back and forth on this, discussing this. So make sure you head over to United Central at 6. Then make sure you're back here at 8 p.m. Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Myself, the lovely Yan City. Obviously, you lot like Yan City. Plus special guests, so you know what the Sarcasm City Sports Qs and Q&As are like, and that you can just ask any questions you want sport related. It can be past, present, whatever, Manchester United, Manchester City, whatever team, whatever sport, you can ask whatever. Zahid Khan says, so when Ole goes, the Ole supporters will go with him. That's my point. If Ole resigned, you'd still support the club. So this whole thing of, because you don't back Ole means you don't support the club. No, it just believes that it's just us saying that we don't believe he's good enough to win us a trophy. And you lot don't believe it. That's the worst part about it. That's the worst part about people that say this. I haven't met one, like I said, minus my little bro ads. I've not met anyone who believes Ole can win Manchester United a Premier League title. And we are 5 points off the top of the league with the game in hand, and a third of the season's almost gone. That tells you all you need to know. If we had Ancelotti in charge right now, United would be seen as legitimate title contenders. If we had Ancelotti or Allegri in charge right now, we'd be looked at as legitimate title contenders. But we're not because of the manager. How are you this close in the title race? A third of the season already in. We've played 12 games, 13. Like, you're almost 1/3 through. This is Christmas time. So the table's starting to form shape. You're getting to know where you could be at. The same way, we're as close to the top of the table as Arsenal are to the bottom of the table. So if Arsenal are in a relegation battle, which they are, United are legitimately currently in a title race. But Zahid Khan, that's a great point. I want to know that. This is why I don't get back and forth on Twitter and do all that type of nonsense. I'd rather have those conversations on platforms like this. Don't want Pochettino anyways. Allegri is who I want. I'm with you, Super Red fan. I'm Allegrian. I am with you. I will back that 1000%. I'm with that. Super Red Fan 15 also says, we're on a honeymoon period, part 3. Zahid Khan says, if we had the best people in charge, Ole would not be. This is my point. And here's the thing is, even without the best people in charge, you can still be successful and win trophies here. We've seen managers do that. Van Gaal, with the same issues, won a FA Cup. Mourinho, with the same issues, not only finished second, he also won a Europa League and a League Cup. So you can. Ryan says, PSG, I get in the magic, you know. I know, Mazza. Super Red Fan says, Pochettino ain't that special. When you elevate 2 clubs, you are special. We're going to find out how special he is, though. But when you elevate 2 clubs, your potential can't be denied. Like, you can't be denied whatsoever. Enrique says, these Oli man with their manager nonsense are out here accepting mediocre. Why am I acting like I can't read? These Oli man with their the manager nonsense out here are accepting mediocre standards that would not be accepted at a similar sized club like Madrid. I hear you, Enrique. I hear you. Stefan says, Oli is might only watch United. There's no way you watch Liverpool or Bayern and think Oli can close the gap anytime soon. This is my point. And this Liverpool side is depleted. I don't think Liverpool are going to be this bad next season. I don't think City are going to be this bad next season. I think Chelsea are going to get better. So it's like, now is the time to capitalize. This is a Leicester-esque season. JV said this from the jump before the season started. With the corona, the short turnaround with preseason, this is a Leicester-esque season. You know what I'm saying? Esque. That's why I said esque. Bro, why are you flying solo today? Because JV is out handling business. It's Christmas Eve. He's got a woman and 5 kids. He's got a massive family as well. He's sorting out business. So that's why I'm flying solo. Hopefully he will be back next Tuesday, though. That's what we're hoping for with JV. But I had to still provide the content. Even if it's solo and it's me talking for an hour, I'm hearing it. As long as you lot are here and want the content, I'm here. Because if you drop to 0, I'd cut off. So you lot like the content. So I appreciate it. And get them likes up. Well, how many likes were on? Please let me know in the comments how many likes were on. We were on 20 before. Let's try and get to 25 if we're not on 25 right now. And share this as well. Let's get this up to 30 people watching. Super Red Fan says, these players will bottle it again. Bottle it again? How do you mean? Let me know. What do you mean when you say these players will bottle it again? What do you mean? Like, elaborate on that. Elaborate on that when you say these players will bottle it again. Sorry, just grabbing a water, people. Ryan says, Oli will be feeling under a lot of pressure now, knowing Poch is not going to United, and that could be to your detriment because when he's under pressure, Oli turns into prime Fergie. That's a great point. And we touched on that earlier before you got here, Ryan, and that's why I titled the video what I titled it, to have the discussion. And yes, I believe that to be correct. It could be to detriment. The players and Oli could have been playing like that because of the pressure and the slander that Oli was receiving and the players were receiving and the coaching staff and the club were receiving. So let's hope from a Manchester United standpoint that you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping so. It could be a blessing in disguise that we collapse on Oli. My bro Tox is always on that. He's always like, yo, for the greater good, I'll take short-term pain for long-term success. Because of the Manchester United fan I am, I can never wish Manchester United to lose. It's just not within my DNA. I can't do it. I can't do it. Jared Rego says, you are not a real United fan if you don't support Oli. Wait, what? So I'm not a real United fan because I don't believe he's good enough. All right, I disagree with that entirely, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. The board want a yes man and Oli is one. That's why he will not win the league because of Oli. I don't want Allegri flawless. He is too pragmatic of a manager. That's the black mark against Allegri, is the fact he's pragmatic, but he's successful. I would take Allegri. At the moment, he's my number one choice, but I understand what you're saying. This is why I won't argue anybody down. Cedric, let me know who would be your choice if Oli resigned or got sacked today. Who would be your number one pick? And on the board, what are the yes man? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, actually, that's right, because if you're a true United legend, to me, you resign and come out and tell all and be like, these men are messing up the club. If Oli resigned and said, look, I asked for this, this, and this and didn't get it, then we'd all respect him a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because at this moment in time, people say, oh, the board is a problem. Woodward's a problem. The owners are a problem. But if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. If that's me, I'm bouncing. I've done this in the past. I wish Tox or a JV was on here. If I'm given a role or a position to do something, and the people who give me that position or role don't provide me with the best possible tools to succeed at that role, you're sabotaging me. So I will leave that role. And I've been there and done that. I've left projects and things like that because I'm not being given the best possible tools and platform. And I'm not failing, not because of my lack of skill, because of your lack of skill. I'm not having that. Not in a slide. My guy Flawless, big up Super Red, big up everybody in the chat. I appreciate it. Real Madrid Galactico won nothing. That's true. They did win nothing. Manrola said, our board doesn't have the cojones because Oli is a yes man. They like that. PSG sacked Tuchel after qualifying for the knockout of the Champions League and a 4-0 win in his last game. There's levels to this. It is ambition because PSG have done it, Bayern Munich did it last year with Hansi Flick. We've seen teams do this where it looks like they're in a running and we've sacked a manager because they don't like how it's going. I get what you're saying. I'm with it. I get what you're saying. Super Red Fan says Liverpool will win the league again this season. Unfortunately, I think you're right. They're my pick. Ryan said, even last night's game was won on individual brilliance from Cavani. Up until then, it looked like he was going to penalties. It wasn't due to any tactical genius from OLE. Facts. I did a watch-along on the day. I was falling asleep. Facts. Big facts. Like, no word of a lie. That's what we are. Someone called us Moments FC and I died, but that's the facts in the matter. We rely on individual brilliance to win us games. But because we have so much individual brilliance, this is why we continue to win games. This is why the 6 or 7 away games we fell behind and came back. Someone called us Doggy Style FC because we're always coming from behind, and it's facts. That's what it is, because when you have Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, Bruno, Pogba, and Donny, all it takes is for one of those players to produce the individual magic, a piece of individual magic to win you a game. Cavani yesterday, one piece of individual magic. You know what I'm saying? Left foot outside the box, bang, top marksman. Cedric says JV with 5 kids. Damn, big up JV. Yeah, man, salute to my brother JV. So yeah, we've not fell out. Hopefully he should be back on the next ManDem United podcast on Tuesday. Or you might see him over the Christmas period on the Q&As. Super Red Fan also says the Everton game wasn't any tactics. It was Cavani and Martial's goal saving Oli. Yeah, it wasn't no tactical thing. Super Red says we bottled the Champions League group stages. We bottled 3 semi-finals. I don't think that's on the players. Going to the Champions League group stages, I look at the manager on that. We had to get 1 point. So Istanbul, he messed up at with the formation, because I still don't know what we was playing to this day. So the formation and selection, that's on the managers. Yes, the players failed also. PSG, if he takes off Fred, United don't lose that game. The game was fairly even, but he continued to play. He left Fred on the pitch. Fred gets sent off, game done. And then Leipzig, I like the 3-5-2, but all we need is a draw. Once we go a goal down or 2 goals, change it. Get me? You can tweak things. You know what I'm saying? Once you go a goal down, and he just failed. He's just so slow to react. So I don't put that on the players in terms of bottling it. I think with a better manager, I think we get through. And the semi-finals, the one against Sevilla, we played well. We just missed our chances. That's on the players. What was the other semi-final? Was one City. One was City. City were just better than us. And then the other one was Chelsea in the FA Cup, if I remember correctly. And he just messed up team selection. The team selection, if I remember that day, was strange, but he was trying to go for top 4. The trouble with Allegri is his style of football. It's not too much different to Mourinho or Oli, too defensive-minded. He's a winner, though. I'll take that, though. And I think most fans will take that. If we win trophies at Premier League, I don't think Manchester United fans will care if we win the Premier League, scoring 38 goals in a 38-game season, win every game 1-0 in the Premier League. We wouldn't care. We wouldn't. It's all about trophies. But I get your issue with it. Pogba might go to PSG. Remember, them links from before with Poch, Neymar, and Mbappe, Champions League will be their next home. Obviously, there's talks of Messi going there as well. So be interested to see what Poch does with Pogba. I mean, not with Pogba, with PSG. But I don't see Pogba going there. I think he goes Real Madrid or back to Juventus. That's just me personally. Allegri's team scores a lot of goals, more goals than Fergie's United. I don't know the stats, but I don't know the stats on that. I do not know the stats. I can't say you're right or you're wrong. Do I think Pogba's playing well for a move? Let's touch on that, actually. We'll touch on Pogba in a sec. Do I believe Pogba's playing well? No, I believe Pogba's playing well because Pogba's a good player who is now fully fit. Since Raiola's made them comments, he's been good consistently, but he's being swept under the rug because it doesn't fit people's agendas. He's not had a bad game. Since Raiola made those comments, Pogba has not had a bad game. His piece of magic turned the game around at West Ham. Against Leipzig, not only did he play the passing for Greenwood to win the penalty, he also scored a great header, great leap. That's 2. Manchester City, okay, the team didn't play that well, but he was one of the better players in that. Everton played well yesterday. Who else have we played in that period? There's one game I'm missing, but I know we played well in that too. Sheffield United. That was it. Yeah, Sheffield United when he did the Maradona turn. On stuff. You know what I'm saying? On stuff. Ollie wanted Josh King, Sean Longstaff, Joe Rondon, etc. I hear you. Flawless, do you think it's a bad thing that we are missing out on Poch? No, because I think we can get him later. So actually, yes, it's a bad thing currently now, but down, it doesn't mean it's gone. That's the only silver lining to this. I am devastated that he has gone PSG right now, but we're going to find out how good he is at PSG. And if he's successful at PSG, we'll be able to get him at Manchester United later. That's what I'd say to that. Ryan says, there's nothing wrong with United fans wanting to lose a game so Ollie gets sacked. These fans want United to have long-term success by winning leagues and Champions Leagues. We did it with Hodgson. I get what you're saying. This is why I don't begrudge people and people who are Manchester United fans who say they would like Manchester United to lose a game so Ollie gets sacked. My bro Tox says this all the time, but I just personally can't do it. I personally can't do it. That's me. Super Red Fan 15 says, PSG, I'm just going to call you Super Red, my G. He says, PSG were proactive. I hear that. They were. Red Devil Fire says, looks like Phil Jones is heading to Derby County to join Rooney's Rams. Is that facts? Mazza. Tuchel was continually calling out the board. Right, Tuchel had to do better though. You know what I'm saying? With the players he had at his disposal. Enrique says, call me a madman, but I'd love Luis Enrique as our manager. His possession style mixed with direct style in the final third would suit us, but won't happen with the World Cup looming. I hear you. He wouldn't be my preferred pick, but I get what you're saying. Do you think we will lose to Manchester City? Woo, that's a great question, you know. Do we lose to Manchester City? So, penalties, that's what I'd say at the minute. That annoyed me when Ollie chose top 4 over FA Cup. I understand why he did it. He had to finish in the top 4. Top 4 is bigger than the FA Cup. Yes, it's nice to win a trophy, but context matters. In the context of that season, he had to finish in the top 4. Red Devil Fire says, Merry Christmas to you lot. Stay safe, everyone. Salute to you. Zahir Khan says, Leipzig was not 3-5-2. It was 5 at the back with 2 holding mids. I get you. Stefan says, we're the only fan base of a legendary club that doesn't bother with mediocrity. Every time Madrid, Barca, Juventus, Bayern are not absolutely elite, their fans go for the manager or owner. No mercy. Don't get it mistaken. I think having no fans has helped Ollie a lot because it would have been toxic at times. Like imagine those fans at the 3-1 at Palace or the 6-1 to Spurs or the 1-0 Arsenal or the 0-0 Chelsea. Those 4 games right there. Jesus. Those 4 games. Please let me know how many likes we're on as well, people, before we close out the show. Let me know how many likes we're on. I think PSG sacking Tuchel is bad news for United. It means now that we won't really have anyone to replace Ollie with, and he will be relaxed. Someone will pop up. Definitely. Someone will pop up. Super Red says, if you want entertainment, go to the circuits. It's a mix. It's a balance. Leeds are entertaining, but would you rather be Leeds or Manchester United currently? You know what I'm saying? It's a balance. I want football that gets you out of your seat. That's just me. At times, yes, I'm with that. But we've seen it. Look at the goal against Sheffield United, the Rashford goal, the second one. Look at that football. You know what I'm saying? RB says Pogba had COVID earlier in the season, which affected his performance as well. I hear that. You know what I'm saying? COVID ain't nothing to joke with. You know what I'm saying? I know people who've had COVID. It's nothing to joke with. Zai Khan said Pogba still not being played where he should be. Facts, and still he's still putting in performances. Like I said, but since he's been consistent since Raiola's comments, nobody said shit about him. Let him would have been bad in them 4 or 5 games, though. You never hear the end of it. I want trophies. I'm with you. I'm taking trophies over everything. To me, it's trophies, then good football. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be greedy in that. Conrad said, just drew 1-1 with Brighton on career mode. For fuck's sake. Get it together, man. Nagelsmann would be my pick, you know. However, I've seen that Allegri plays the 4-4-2 diamond, you know, so maybe it could be a good choice as well. One thing about Allegri, to me, he gets the best out of Pogba. Definitely. Shout out Ronan. He says, hello, Flawless. Big up you. He says, Ollie doubters need to hold tight. Ollie isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I hear you. Unfortunately, I believe you're right. That being said, if he's staying, that means the results are going correct. So I'm with it. I just want Manchester. I don't care who the manager is. The manager could be my arch enemy. I don't care who the manager is. I just want Manchester United to be successful and win trophies. All right, we got almost 30 people watching. First, get them likes up and let's get over 30 people just before I do close out the show. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. I say this now before we close out the show. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to everyone. Make sure you eat lots, drink lots, spend time with your family, your loved ones, your kids, whoever, you get me. Just make sure you enjoy the day. Manarol says, we will beat City, you know. They have man like Rodri, Spanish Mark Noble, shout out to Saeed, and the Ginger Mark Albrighton, shout out to Rance. Don't know, shout out to Saeed and Rance. And yeah, man, Ginger Mark Albrighton, Mazo. Also, Pogba can't win with some United fans. When he's playing crap, they say he doesn't care and he's lazy. But when he plays well, it's because he's playing for a move. People need to accept that he's quality. That's a Liverpool fan saying that he's a quality player and he had COVID. So, of course, it's going to affect his performance. Ryan says, I think if it was over 2 legs, then City would go through, but over 1 leg, it's anyone's game. Yes, one thing Manchester United have is plenty of goals and plenty of match winners. But I'm not sure if we'll beat City. Shout out Led to Lead, who says, shout out to Flawless. Ollie and Brigade is here. Yo, big up, man. If you Ollie in, come. Yeah, Pogba can't win RB. You're right. Facts. Yeah, I agree. He's not appreciated by most of our fans. They don't know how good Pogba is. They don't want to. Look at him playing well currently, and the team's playing well, but that's been swept under the carpet. Swept under the carpet. Before I go, let me know how many likes were on, people. Let me know how many likes were on. And make sure you get over to United Central. We're live there in 5 minutes. Myself and Saeed, we're live there literally in 5 minutes. So let me see how many likes we're getting on. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask and get used. I'm getting used to doing shows and live streams by myself. So I'm getting used to this, people. So me being on my phone, I'm not being ignorant. I'm just making sure everything is still running smoothly. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is road to 2K subs. We're also back 8 p.m. on this very channel doing the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. We're back. You know what I'm saying? We are back 8 p.m. 35 likes. Okay, let's go. That's shut up. Yo, big up to you lot. 35 likes from ManDem United, where I'm holding it down solo. I appreciate that. Thank you. I do say that a lot because I genuinely mean that. If it wasn't for you lot, 1, the channel wouldn't be successful. 2, I'd just be here talking to myself, so I appreciate it. You lot all my co-hosts right now, holding down the show. Stefan says, I hope Nagelsmann win Bundesliga and United pick him. If they give Ollie a new contract for top 4 again, we're done. Oh yeah, Ollie's contract is running out, but that's interesting. But we'll see what happens. Like I say, Manchester United, we're through to the semi-final of the EFL Cup, near the top of the Premier League. Boxing Day, we got Leicester. We will be doing a watch along on that as well. 12:30 kickoff, we'll be doing that. Big up Aku George. Don't know. Big up Aku George. If you're watching this back right now or you're watching this live, please make sure, please make sure you hit the like button on the video. Please make sure you share it across all your socials. Subscribe to it. Ads has dropped. Yeah, check it out once I finish this. But please make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. When you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Also, this show, the ManDem United podcast, and all the other shows on Sarcasm City TV are available in audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever else you listen to podcasts, just type in Sarcasm City and it'll pop up so you can listen to it at home, while you're at work, while you're driving, just the audio-only version, etc. But yes, make sure you get over to United Central right now. United Central, we're going live in 4 minutes. Myself and Saeed, get over there. Make sure you hit the like button, etc. on that video too. But this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV.